What's up, guys? This is Dave from DraftDashboard.com. Here are my DFS picks for NFL Week 3 midweek update. These picks apply for DraftKings and FanDuel. Before I get started, please drop a like on this video, hit that red subscribe button, and hit that bell icon so you don't miss our new videos. All right, let's jump right in. First, let's take a look at the quarterback position. This week, I'm focusing on Lamar Jackson from the Baltimore Ravens playing against the Dallas Cowboys. Despite Baltimore's early struggles this season, Lamar has still been a DFS powerhouse. He's facing the Cowboys, who have one of the worst defenses overall, ranked 26th. Lamar is projected for 23 points and has a dash rank of 100. You might have seen the news articles criticizing John Harbaugh for misusing the offensive talent. However, Lamar's individual performance remains solid. Over the last 3 games, he's scored 17, 29, and 21 fantasy points. With an ownership of just 8.2%, Lamar Jackson offers both value and upside. So I like Lamar Jackson here versus the Dallas Cowboys. Moving on to the running back position, let's go with Alvin Kamara from the New Orleans Saints playing against the Philadelphia Eagles. Kamara has been on fire, scoring 47, 22, and 0 fantasy points in his last 3 games, averaging an impressive 35 fantasy points per game. He's up against the Eagles, who have one of the worst defenses overall, ranked 29th. Kamara is projected for 20 points and has a dash rank of 100. His ownership is high at 35.5%, but with good reason. According to recent news, Kamara had 3 first-half touchdowns against the Cowboys, proving his explosive potential. So I like Alvin Kamara here versus the Philadelphia Eagles. Next, let's take a look at the wide receiver position. Rasheed Shahed from the New Orleans Saints is my top pick, playing against the Philadelphia Eagles. Shahed has been consistently solid, averaging 19 fantasy points per game and scoring 21, 16, and 16 points in his last 3 games. With the Eagles having one of the worst defenses overall, ranked 29th, Shahed is in a favorable matchup. He's projected for 15 points with a dash rank of 100 and ownership of 9.3%. Given his strong performance in the Eagles' weak defense, I like Rasheed Shahed here versus the Philadelphia Eagles. Moving on to the tight end position, Pat Freiermuth from the Pittsburgh Steelers is facing the Los Angeles Chargers. Now Freiermuth has been steady, scoring 8, 7, and 13 fantasy points in his last 3 games, averaging 7 fantasy points per game. He's up against the Chargers, who have a tough defense overall, ranked first. Despite the tough matchup, Freiermuth has a projected point total of 8 and a dash rank of 100. Given his recent performances and low ownership of 2.9%, he's a value play to consider. So I like Pat Freiermuth here versus the Los Angeles Chargers. Now let's look at our flex play. Jordan Mason from the San Francisco 49ers is playing against the Los Angeles Rams. Mason is set to be in a high-scoring game with the 49ers up against the Rams, who have the absolute worst defense overall, ranked 32nd. Mason has averaged 23 fantasy points per game, scoring 20, 25, and 0 points in his last 3 games. With a projected point total of 22 and a high ownership of 3.8%, Mason is a value you can't ignore. So I like Jordan Mason here versus the Los Angeles Rams. Lastly, let's look at the defense. The Cleveland Browns are facing the New York Giants. The Browns are up against the Giants, who have one of the worst offenses overall, ranked 31st. The Browns' defense is projected for 11 points with a dash rank of 100. With an ownership of just 6.6% and priced at $3,800 on DraftKings, the Browns' defense offers both value and upside in Week 3. So I like the Browns' defense here versus the New York Giants. So there you have it, my top NFL DFS picks for Week 3 midweek update. If you want to try all these daily fantasy tools for yourself, click the link in the description below this video or go to DraftDashboard.com. You can use our DFS lineup optimizer to build quality lineups using our picks and your own custom player pool. Thanks for watching and good luck.